Welcome to News from the Heart, everybody, and I am so, as always, honored to be sitting with Swami Chetanananda, who is going to talk with us today about crossroads, about transitions, about making tough decisions. I really was curious, Swamiji, to get both your general advice or specific advice, both for how you navigate those hard times in life, and maybe for people, and one of our producers and I were talking about her students who are graduating right now and the world they're going out into and how to make decisions. And I think of the transitions you're going through in your life as you're looking at retiring and yet not
I'm looking at retiring and yet here I am.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been looking at how you've been navigating huge decisions, huge decisions in your life right now.
The purpose of spirituality, and I say this to you from a mature perspective. I've been practicing now been teaching for 46 years. I've been teaching meditation for 46 years. I've been teaching yoga for 48 years. My mature perspective is that, we practice to release from within ourselves the beauty, the abundance, the unimaginable possibility, which is our creative essence. Human beings are not apart from nature, we are a part of nature. And everything that we see is a part of us. And so, then the process comes to the process of realizing our unimaginable possibility is a very simple process of releasing tension and allowing our creative energy to flow. It's really simple. And in that flow, basically, flow heals. Flow heals. Flow heals in the physical body. Flow heals in the emotional and subtle body. Flow heals in a planetary and also in a cosmic sense. It is flow that heals. So, to achieve that flow, the fundamental act, the fundamental basic thing that we do is actually really simple. And the word that we use is surrender. We can also use the word let go. It is surrendering or letting go that allows flow within ourselves. And that flow heals. And in the process of healing, beyond healing, there is a release, there is a possibility that it gathers momentum and expresses itself as our life. And it's an extraordinary possibility. Basically, transitions are not really plotted. They are, they're discovered. We don't really go, even me, I go along thinking, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to make this work? I'm constantly responding to the short-term issues that I face every day. And I don't think that much about the long-term things. But then the long-term, the bigger picture is always lurking to assert itself. And realizing that the landscape that we are trying to travel is not the landscape that we are really traveling, is, you know, a recognition that calls for some transition within ourselves. And the first thing always that we have to do is let go of our idea of what it ought to be, what we want it to be, what we wished it was or hoped it was, to begin to, you know, find, and because that's where the tension always comes.
That feeling that I need to make a decision. Is that false?
No. I mean, the feeling that you need to make a decision is life slapping you right upside the head.
Okay.
You know, it is the feeling that every day you get up and that there's something that you need to do is a wrong feeling. You know, I mean, we do that. We get up every day. We clean our house. We, you know, pay our bills. We do everything that we need to do. But then there's that deeper, bigger picture that asserts itself that one day rises up and maybe your house burns down. Right. Or maybe, you know, your car gets hit. I mean, who knows what it is? I had recently, a whole sequence of events that sort of set me up, and one of them just punched me out. You know, so, you know, it caused me to recognize that the landscape that I thought I was traveling is not the landscape I was on. Okay. Then the next thing is we surrender. We let go. And holding that space of letting go of whatever. Change really only begins when we start to let go. And growth is grounded in letting go. And so, and letting go is a whole emotional roller coaster, you know, because you let go, but there is first a bunch of frustration that you let go of, and underneath the frustration there's some anger, and underneath the anger there's some hurt, and underneath the hurt there's some sadness, and, you know, and et cetera and so forth and so on. And you have to be able, in the process of letting go, to really manage your emotions and hold yourself in an extremely positive place, even as it appears that your entire world is collapsing.
I almost wanted to ask you if you let go then make a decision, or make a decision then let go, but then I realized it's an endless cycle of
letting go and deciding and letting go and deciding. But you know, pretty much what happens is that there are certain things that really decide themselves.
Right.
In releasing our tensions, our fears and our attachments, our tensions, in releasing those tensions, in surrendering those tensions, in allowing a flow, you know, we move into some period of a kind of dark night of our soul, which is not so easy, but with our training, if we can move in that space of shadow, we can come through it and return into the light in a whole new way. Mm-hmm. And in a way that generally the pattern of our own life experience has been, we return to it in a way that expresses an unimaginable possibility.
Okay. Crossroads. There you have it.
Flow, surrender, flow, surrender, flow, surrender. You know, your own life will show you every decision that is appropriate to your growth, and you just have to take the step. It's not hard.
Pick a direction and then flow and surrender.
I mean, the flow will teach you, that will show you the direction.
Yeah.